Pretty much everyone can agree that time is a finite resource and that theoretically, if you're watching this video and you have somewhat of an open mind and you're not just stuck in the 9 to 5 mindset you're trying to escape at the very least, you can agree that money is theoretically an unlimited resource. Like if you found out the secret, there is nothing stopping you from making unlimited money tomorrow. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can actually make, not just theoretically, actually make unlimited money in 2024. And it's a very simple equation that we're going to leverage time and money together in order to achieve this result of actually making unlimited money, or at least having the opportunity to, if you actually use what I'm going to show you in this video. The issue that most people have is that they are already trading their time for money. And I know that I've said that before. I know that's not a new concept. I know that's something that a lot of people don't want to do and they want to escape from. That's an issue that a lot of people have, is that they're trading, 1 hour for $25, and something like that, something along those lines, where they're at a fixed amount of money that they can make per hour. In this video, I'll show you how to make unlimited money every single hour, every week, every month, whatever the case is, using this simple equation. And the issue that arises from these people that trade their time in direct correlation to how much money they make is that they value money disproportionately to how much they should actually value money, which causes them to make even less money. And I'll tell you why and how that makes sense later on in this video. First, let me get into the actual equation for how you can make unlimited money, and then I'll tell you how you can actually put it into practice to actually make that money. So here we have T, which represents time, and then a $, which represents money, right? A lot of people use their time to make money, and that's obviously not ideal. You can make a decent amount of money, 200-300K a year, maybe 500K a year, but you're not going to be able to make unlimited money, and you're definitely not going to be able to have freedom if you're trading your time for money, even if it's 500K a year, because once again, time is way more valuable than money. So even if so let's say that you feel like your time is worth 500K a year, you're still not in an ideal spot because you're still trading your time directly for money, and we don't want to be there. So how do we solve this problem? Well, right now we're trading time for money. What we want to do is find a way to not trade your time for money. How do we find that? Well, we take this money that you traded your time to attain and we invest it right back into more time. But what does that look like? Because we can't obviously just buy time, like we agreed with at the very beginning of the video. Time is a finite resource. We only have so much of it when we're born, and that's not going to change, unless science comes up with some way that extends our lifetimes or whatever. But as of right now, we only have so much time within our life. So how do we invest money into more time? Well, the way I try to tell everyone to do it, and the way that I am doing it currently, is you invest the money into a resource, a coach, a mentor, a course, whatever it is, not college, definitely not college, into some sort of resource that will allow you to make more money. And then once you're able to make more money with that new skill that you acquired because you bought back the time, and what I mean by buying back the time is, let's say you are working an IT job, or you're a teacher, you're a garbage man, whatever it is, you're trading time for money. You invest that money into, let's say, the skill of sales because you want to learn how to sell. You want to learn how to master sales and become a salesman. Well, you could watch YouTube videos for free on YouTube. You could just take free courses, or you could just try to teach yourself how to be good at sales, trial and error. And that could take you 5 years, 10 years to really be good at sales. And what I mean by trading your money back in for your time is you can hire a coach who is really, really good at sales, a master of sales with that money, and save yourself the 5 years. You could learn the same thing in 2-3 months and become really, really good at sales and make a lot of money off that skill with just 2 or 3 months, which if you didn't trade that time in for money could have taken you 5-10 years. And you can just do the math on the opportunity cost at that point, how much it's costing you per year to not master whatever skill that it is you're trying to master. So we can, even though time is a finite resource, we can use money to not necessarily get more time, but to make the most out of the time that we do have. In my opinion, learning how to do something through trial and error is not maximizing the time that we do have, the short amount of time that we do have on this earth. So I think everybody should be reinvesting their money right back into their time, learning valuable skills, and not just BS skills like knitting or how to get better at basketball when you're 35 years old. No, you should be investing that money into another skill that can in turn make you more money. And then guess what? What do you do with that more money that you make? You go and find another skill. Let's say that you want to be an overall business owner. You want to be a CEO. Well, if you traded time for money and then you invested that money to learn how to sell, you learn sales, or maybe you learned whatever. Let's just say, for an example, you learned sales. Now you're good at sales and you can make a lot of money with sales, but you want to be a CEO, you want to be a business owner. You don't just want to be a salesperson, you don't just want to be a closer. Well, what else do you have to learn how to do? You could invest that money that you made from the sales job into learning how to market. Invest that into time, and what you could have learned in 5 years on your own, you invest in a coach or mentor, and they teach you how to do it in 3 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is. You save a ton of time, which is a much more valuable resource than your money. And then you keep reinvesting over and over. So you keep investing your money to buy back time, and then you use the time, even though you're going to make more as you learn more skills, you're going to make more money for your time. So you're still going to be trading time for money, but it's going to be a lot more money for your time. Eventually, when you keep reinvesting that money back into coaches, mentors, programs, courses, whatever it is, your education, your time, you're buying back your time. Eventually, you're going to have all of the skills needed to where you can wake up tomorrow and say, hey, I want to print money today. I have every single skill that I possibly could need to print money today. I know sales. I'm a master at sales. I'm a master at marketing. I'm a master at being on camera. I'm a master at personal branding. I'm a master at client fulfillment. I'm a master at hiring, firing, managing employees. I'm a master at all of these things that I need in order to print money. I would like to print money today. And that's how you make unlimited money in 2024, by making money, investing that money back into time, which by time, I mean your education, which in turn is going to save you years and years. Like, by the time you learn all of those things that I just listed off, you're probably like legit going to save 30, 40 years of your life if you did it on your own. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that might even be a low estimate for how long it would take you to learn all of those skills and master it on your own. But if you take the money and you invest it back into time, then you're eventually, like, the time is not going to be a factor anymore. Now you're going to be able to travel wherever you want, play video games if you want to all day, don't recommend it, but still print money because you have all of these skills already. And then you're probably able to outsource at that point for a lot of the things. And then you just become like the visionary of the business. This isn't the prettiest, diagram here. This isn't the prettiest equation, but you do, and this isn't like some unpopular opinion, you do want to get out of trading your time for money as fast as possible. The best possible way to do that is by trading your money for time instead. So stop just spending time to make money. Stop. This is what everybody does, and this is why everybody stays broke, because they trade their time for money. They make $30 an hour. I don't even know how much that would be yearly, but let's just say you're making $100K a year. You get a nice little paycheck for what, 10K a month, something like that. And you get your 10K a month paycheck, you go spend it on a car. Now you have a car note that's $2,000 every single month that you're paying. You're paying a mortgage. You probably have kids, and you have no money to buy back your time at that point. The best thing that you could possibly do, and this is something that's it's hard for myself as well. I understand that it's hard, and it's not the sexiest thing to do. What you need to do is stop caring about money. And what I mean by that is you view money as a tool, just a tool to buy back your time. That's it. So last month in business, I had a really good month. And, the first thought, because we're so programmed to do this, the first thoughts that I had was, I kind of want to go buy a car. I kind of want to go buy a watch. I kind of want to go buy a boat, something like that. Material things. You know what I did instead to kind of put that to bed? I spent 80% of the money that I made last month and invested into education, invested into more coaching, because I want to master more skills. That's the best ROI that I could possibly get at this point in my life. I'm 24 years old. It's right now, and it doesn't even matter how old you are. It matters like how far along you are in business. If you can't print money on demand, the best thing that you could possibly do with your money is invest it back into skills, which in turn will buy back your time. So that instead of being able to, you grinded your entire life, you've done trial and error with all these different things your entire life, and then you finally get to 65 years old and you're like, dude, I can print money now. This is awesome. Instead of that, you can do it at 30 because you spent all this money and reinvested it back into your time, into your education. The best ROI that I could get right now, a car would be nice. A watch would be nice. It'd probably get me into certain doors. It'd allow me to market better and things like that if I have these nice things. And, I am going to, take trips and stuff like that, but they're all business trips. They're all going to have an ROI. That's very, very clear. And, like I said, the car, the watch could be cool for marketing, could be cool for networking, things like that. But the highest ROI activities, the highest ROI investments, that I could possibly make right now is back into my own time, back into my education, and once again, buying back my own time. So that's what I'm going to continue to do into 2024. And I believe that if you do this as well, we will be able to make, and not I believe, I know for a fact, you know, it's a simple equation at this point. It's proven itself to me. It's proven itself to so many others. And if you ask anyone who's rich, they'll tell you the same thing. Just invest your money into more time, into education and stuff like that, and you will eventually be able to print money. Hopefully it'll happen this year for you. If you did enjoy the video, if you found it helpful, I would appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you want to book a call and learn how to print money using YouTube, I can teach you how to do that. If you would like to do that, you can go ahead and book a call with a link in the description, or shoot me a DM on Instagram. Either one of those will be linked in the description. So hopefully this provided you some value, and I hope to see you in the next video.